recently. So let's make sure you get a minute. Kick it off like a ball.
Alright then, first and foremost, I want to say to all the brothers pushing this work in all sincerity and in truth. So our Gmskingstonjamaica camp here once again, professing the words of the Heavenly Father, showing you people that you people are the true biblical Israelites according to the Bible. See, professing the downfall of this wicked system. So right now we're going to basically get into how you people come to be Israelites. You understand? You people are basically predominantly recognized as Israelites according to the curse that was written in the book of Deuteronomy 28. When you read Deuteronomy 28, you can start at 1. It tells us that our people was given a specific set of blessings. Then, if they was to basically adhere to the laws, statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father. If they weren't to adhere to the laws, statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father, they would have gotten a set of curses. And those curses are directly related to our people right now. You understand? We're going to get into it. You can get Daniel 9 and 11.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 28 and 1.
Right?
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power,
Right?
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Exactly. Them say, yo, if you do all of the commandments when set before you this day, I'm going to set you on high above all the nations that are upon earth. Understand? Because the scripture in the book of Psalms 19 tells us what? It tells us the laws and commandments of every Father are perfect. See me? It tells you also that the word is a lamp unto thy feet and a light unto thy path. See? It also shows you in the book of Proverbs that you lead not unto your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path, because those laws and commandments are supposed to be a wisdom. According to the book of Deuteronomy 4, you can get that. See me?
Everyone in it, what you talking?
Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5.
Right?
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me.
So when Moses got to the people, saying, go forth to the children of Israel. When go forth to the children of Israel, when teaching statutes and judgments. You see, when I read Proverbs 1, it tells us, say, yo, this is supposed to be your equity. You understand? Basically, be, so that you may have subtlety and discretion. You understand? Let's continue.
It says, even as the Lord my power commanded me that ye should do, so in the land whither you go to possess
So
it.
everywhere you go to possess, you're supposed to do them things here. Go on.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
This is your wisdom. You see, every law is where every father give the children of Israel supposed to be them wisdom. Them wisdom in the sight of all the nations. One.
And understanding in the sight of the nation, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
God, you see me? Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Which nation? Give me 7 and 6. See?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Right?
For thou art an holy people.
Right? Thou art a holy people. That's referring to the children of Israel. You see, in Israel, basically go back to Hebrew, Yahshua Allah. He brings power. See, that means that you are sons and daughters of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh. You see, that is the true name of the Heavenly Father. You see, so these people are supposed to basically adhere to the standards of the Heavenly Father so that they may inherit all of the earth, because the earth was made for them. As it's mentioned in the book of what? 2 Ezra 6, last verse there about 6 and 54. You see me? You can get it if you want. You see me? You know you have to get it. You see me? So when we go back to the future, let's read Joshua 1 and 8.
Alright, so this is Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right, so this book of the law shall not depart from out of your mouth. See, in a literal meaning, say, yo, you have to speak them. See, because you can speak and don't do. See, it means say, yo, you have to meditate there in the night, according to what David said in the book of Psalms 119. You see, David say, yo, I meditate upon thy laws. See, because because precepts are good for him. You see? This is the words supposed to purge you. The words is supposed to give you firm footing. You understand? What?
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night,
Right?
that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Exactly. So you're supposed to meditate therein day and night, so that you're supposed to observe to do all that is written therein. Because guess what? The earth was made for our sake. See, read that.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 58.
Right?
But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn,
Right?
thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover,
Right.
are given into their hands.
Right?
If the world now be made for our sake,
Right?
why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Exactly. So scripture say, yo, if the world was made for our sake, why we upon the low? You see me? Why we always upon the bottom? Why we last higher than first fire? You see, in the scripture, Scott asks a very pertinent question, which you people supposed to consider these things. Why our people are the ones that were upon the sidewalk are sell? You see, today, a couple days ago, we consider this on a festive season, Christmas, which is a pagan holiday. You see me? If this is such a festive season, why wouldn't basically trade products with pennies? You understand? Read that again, brothers. How about question?
But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn,
Right?
thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands.
Right?
If the world now be made for our sake,
Right?
why do we not possess an inheritance
Right?
with the world?
Why we don't have any lands? You see me? Why we don't have a representative in the UN, in the United Nations? You see me? Why is it that we always have to eat off of the table of another country? Why we can't be self-sufficient? You see me? Why everything what we do, we basically under heavily laden burdens? You see? Taxes. You see me? We can't get the proper health care. We can't get the proper education. You see, we always have to go in our state of debt. Why we not have inheritance with the earth, you know? Continue, brother. Right? Finish us up. You see me? Because guess what? The world was made for our sake, but because we forsake the laws and commandments, and then the Father, that is why. You see, so we come back to Joshua 1 verse 8. But we see what that say again.
Alright, so this is Joshua chapter 1 verse 8.
Right?
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth,
Right.
but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Right?
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous,
Right?
and then thou shalt have good success.
Then thou shalt have good success. You see, you have to meditate upon the laws of the Heavenly Father day and night. I'm getting Psalms 121. You see me? Then you're going to have good success. If you keep upon the standards of the Heavenly Father, then you're going to be whole firmament. You see me? You have it? One.
This is Psalms chapter 121.
And this is a popular Psalms. A lot of people know the Psalms. But them don't understand how it relates. You see? Them don't understand, say, yo, it's because of the standards them what the Heavenly Father giving to us as a people, that them supposed to guide me when them look upon the Heavenly Father. Read that from me, Baba Crush.
Psalms 121 verse 1.
Right?
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills,
Right?
from whence cometh my help.
From whence cometh your help me? Because guess what? Your help supposed to come from the standards what the Heavenly Father give. You see? That's your help supposed to come from. What?
My help cometh from the Lord,
Right.
which made heaven and earth.
Right? So you believe in, say, yo, your help come from, guess what? So-called white man. You believe, say, your help come from the boss. You're at your workplace. You believe, say, yo, your help come from your mother or your father. No, the Heavenly Father established all things, man. The help cometh from the Lord. That's what, one brother?
My help cometh from the Lord,
Right.
which made heaven and earth.
So he make heaven and earth, man. You see? He hold everything under the firmaments, yo, and outside the firmaments. You see? Him tell us him can even wear down to the fire. And the Heavenly Father do that. One brother?
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
So he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. All because what? You go back to the first verse. You lift up your eyes unto the hills. You see? You lift up your eyes unto the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That is the right name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. You see? That's where your help come from, and that's how your foot now going to be moved. But look what our people now. Continue, brother.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Right?
Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Right?
The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Right?
The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
Come like music to my ears. You see, because some people believe, say, at this society, the position of this society cause them to basically have substance. You see, they believe they have cause what they have in other society. You see, they believe say, them on good stead. You see, continue, brother.
Right. It says, he shall preserve thy soul.
Woo!
The Lord shall preserve thy going out and
Right.
thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
And that is talking about them that remain in a field state. You see, he that dwelleth in what? The secret place of the Heavenly Father shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That is both spiritual and physical. Go on, brother.
Alright, Psalms 19 and verse 12. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults. Keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins.
Right?
Let them not have dominion over me.
Right?
Then shall I be right. Then shall I be upright.
Exactly.
And I shall be innocent from the great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer.
David, that's a talk.
Yeah.
You see? So David basically asked the Father, say, yo, look here. You see them things you will give unto me as commandments, as orders for order my steps in thy word. Please, let me stay firm in them, man. You see me? So when you go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 1, you see me? It tell you this. Go on again.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1?
Yeah.
Alright, so it says, book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
Right?
And it shall come to pass,
Right.
if thou shalt hearken diligently.
So you understand where I come from now. You see? You understand how everything aligned together. You see? As how you come to be children of Israel. Go on, brother.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
Right?
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments,
Right.
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the premise of the argument is that if you continue in a theme ways, if you follow after theme trail after theme track, you must set that high above all nations. You understand? But when you look throughout what happened throughout history, you realize say, the children of Israel never remain in that state. You see me? Yeah. Yeah. See? You realize the children of Israel never abide in the standard of the Heavenly Father. You see? And the scripture tells us a certain thing happened to our people. Right? Go on, brother.
This is Daniel chapter 9 verse 11.
Right?
Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
So
even
all Israel, not one city, not one Japan, never abide in the standard of the Heavenly Father. All Israel have transgressed the laws of the Heavenly Father. You see? From the root to the tooth. You see? From the big toe to the crown of your head. The whole of the transgress the laws of the Heavenly Father. Go on, brother.
It says, by departing.
They're departing from his standards. They're departing from his customs. They're departing from the righteous way of life. You see? Right now, people believe so if we get 12 holidays in our year, it's something to be lauded about. You see? We'll consider this on a blessed month. We want to celebrate on Christ. You see? Which is a pagan holiday. This holiday we call Christmas. It's a pagan holiday. And you consider say, because we get 2 days off. We get Wednesday and Tuesday. You see? And next week we get Wednesday. When you consider this to be a blessing, man, this is a curse, yo. Go on, brother.
It says, that they might not obey thy voice, therefore the curse is poured upon us.
Therefore the curse is poured upon you. As in, the curse is something that is of a bad origin or a bad omen. You understand? Curses. Go on, brother.
It says, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses,
Right.
the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him.
Read that again, Baba.
Daniel 9 and 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses.
When you look up the word curse, you basically go back to oath of covenant. You understand? So when you read the law of Moses, and it is referred in the book of Deuteronomy 28, it tell you basically both sides of the contract. Which contract is the covenant. A covenant is basically an agreement.
Right.
You see, the agreement that we have was with the Heavenly Father.
See that?
You understand? The agreement that we have was with the Heavenly Father. Token of the covenant is the circumcision. Saying that was basically given unto our people to do. You see? So that should be a token of the covenant. Now the covenant was that if we abide in the laws and statutes of the Heavenly Father, certain good things would happen to us. But if we did not, you see, the other part of the covenant, which is the other part of the agreement, was another set of things that got to us. You see, the opposite of what is good.
That's
Right?
that same way in Joshua 1 and 8. He said, depart not from them,
Gone.
and you have good success. But due to the fact that all Israel transgress and depart, we have, the opposite good success.
God, when you look up the word covenant, you go back to the word baratiat. You see, it means covenant, alliance, pledge between men. You see, but the only difference is that this was not between men. This was between us and the Heavenly Father. You see, between us and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You see, so that you get a better understanding. You see, treaty, alliance, leaves, constitution. You see, ordinances, agreement, pledge. See, between God and man, right? So continue. Are you have it? What? Finish it up.
Yeah. Alright, so Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Between God and Israel.
Exactly. Between
Between
God
the
and
Almighty and
Israel.
Israel, because in every nation, he make the pledge with it, and every nation, he make the covenant with it.
Give me Amos 3. I want it. See, same time. What?
Says, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even that by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him.
So they break the contract.
Break the contract.
The contract, the agreement, they break it. See, now when and the contract that was made by sacrifice. So but a blood was spilled. See, sacrifice, or I should say, it was made by sacrifice, and if you break the contract there, you have penalties when you break contracts.
Give me 1 second. Copy and read this and then you get that.
Alright.
Amos 3 and 1.
Right?
Hear this word that the Lord had spoken against you, O children
Right?
of Israel.
O children of Israel. So it make reference to, because the brother say, yo, contract was between God and Israel. The definition means said God and men. But we are clarified that say, yo, it's between God and the children of Israel. Go on, say, hear this, O children of Israel. Go on.
O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt,
Right?
saying, ye only, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Exactly. See, in the scripture say, oh, you only have I known. You see, so all out of all the families of the earth. You see, from Moab, you see, from Esau, Ammon, Japhet, the whole of them. You see, Elam. You see, you just can't list them out, brother. You see me? All of them people, all of them nations there. The Heavenly Father say, yo, you, the children of Israel, only have I known. You see? So therefore, He must punish us. And that punishment is in direct relation to the curses that was brought upon us. You see? You can read some of the curses, start at 15.
Alright, so this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, observe to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
So curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field. See me? So basically showing you that. Showing you say what? Say yo, regardless of if you're in the country, or regardless of if you come to the city, you're going to be cursed. You see, your fruits, you're not going to be successful. You see, nothing not going to come with no prosperity. You understand? You could have plant up the biggest field over country there. You see, and if you come at Kingston and you get the biggest job, you still curse me. You see me? You still a cursed people. Go on, bro.
Alright, so verse Alright. Curse shall thou be in the city,
Right.
and curse shall thou be in the field. Curse shall thy basket and thy store. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body.
So you look a bit them and come out with demons, yo. You see, curse shall be the fruit of your body. You see me? You're going to have all heap of miscarriages. You see, you look a bit them and come out with the damn tyrants in a society. You see, kind of for them youths that we see around up and down in society, I wreak havoc. Now for them grow with good family, man. You see me? But guess what? Because of the curses, them come out with the tyrants. You see, your daughters come out with the wars. You see me? Your sons come out with the homosexuals. Yo, that's a curse, yo. When you see your daughter, your good looking daughter come out, and she come out with a knife. That's a curse, man. You see your son come out. Hey, the other day I watch Dr. Phil, them have this thing on YouTube. You see? And basically Dr. Phil bring on the father of this faggot. You see? Reveal to it, to make the son reveal something to the father. The son come out like a flaming faggot, man, with weave and everything, man. You see? I come tell the father, say, yo, him is a transgender. And the father start crying, because guess what? That's a curse, man. That's a curse. You see, if you know, say, yo, as a man, you rejoice in your youth. The scripture tells you, say there is no greater thing than for a man, if you have, roughly paraphrasing, for you grow your child. You see? You see a child come up good, that in a book of Ecclesiasticus. You see? And come up and see a child flaming faggot, man. Come up and see a child act like a man, act like a woman. You see? If you see a daughter act like a man, that's a curse, yo. See me? Again, brother.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 18.
Right?
Curse shall be the fruit of thy body,
Right?
and the fruit of thy land.
So the fruit of your land have a curse. Because contrary to popular belief, you see, the food that we eat right now is not authentic food. You see? It's GMOs, yo. When you go out to the market, them have two different forms of carrot. Them have the imported carrot and the local carrot. When you look on the imported carrot, them big and fat and swell up. You see? Because those carrots are genetically modified organisms. You see? When you look on the potato, you see some the local potato, them look small and winchy because the earth now basically have supplied them with enough nutrients. You see? But the imported potatoes them full of all kind of hormones, pesticides, all sorts of things to pollute them. So curse shall be the fruit of the land.
Curse shall be the fruit of thy land,
Right?
the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Right?
Sheep. Curse shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
So curse when you're going or when you come out, yo. You see, you're going, you come out of your yard, say you're gonna look at hustling. You see, when you step through that door, you curse. Because you step through the door, your own people them oppress you. Right, bro?
So, but let's add to what you say about
man.
the father.
Yeah, man.
We are precept here with the father.
Now, if scripture in the pot, you know, because the pot gets sweet, you know.
Yeah, so Ecclesiasticus 30 verse 11. Give no liberty to his youth,
Right,
and wink not at his follies. Bow down his neck while he is young,
right.
and beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he walk stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart.
Read that again, Baba Pasha, brother. You see me get me Deuteronomy 9, I think of verse 9 verse 6.
Ecclesiasticus 30 verse 11. Give no liberty in his youth,
Can?
and wink not at his folly. Talking about your child. Then bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he walk stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart.
Right. See me? So yo, the child brings sorrow to the man's heart, yo. You see the child come off be a flaming pocket. And not for all the people that don't have a meat, yo. You see because they remain in the standard of the Father, yo. But they talk about the foods them. You know, for these foods, what them have is an increase of each of the production. You see, when a child consume that food, when a child consume the lasco, the lasai, all of these powdered supplements. You see, when a child come to a child, the child will come out with a big body. As a youth, the child will have a big ass, yo. You see, which is sound wrong. You see, he must start develop lumping and chest. You see, because guess what? In body have an overproduction of estrogen.
You can take time.
All because, brother, I understand.
No, take
these
time.
things, yo, it's gruesome. You see me, but these things are the things that them people I love, yo. You see me? Them don't know, say, yo, because of them folly, where them are promoting the land, it a cause that happen to them. Who folly? You see? Them people are folly.
Esau.
Esau folly as well.
Because the estrogen them will build up in them the products them will push the estrogen and Esau products.
It ain't the fridge.
It ain't the fried chicken. Then it ain't a lot.
Down.
Yeah, it ain't a lot of it ain't a plastic bottles. That's where you get the word BPA from, bisphenol A. And yeah, it's an estrogen mimicker. So imagine when your child born, then and you feed them pure estrogen substance, man. Then that's why you have a whole heap of effeminate men around in the society today, man. Then go on.
Deuteronomy 9 and something. Hold on, 9 and something.
That's right.
Baba Pasha, give me a second. 6 and 9.
You want to read a verse while I get it?
One.
Alright, so Deuteronomy 28 and verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, right, in all that thou settest thy hand upon for to do, until thou be destroyed.
See me? Says still don't be destroyed, because if the younger generation will come up curse, you see what gonna happen if that young generation as a cursed people get more children as a cursed people, man. You see me? The whole entire generation from that point coming up are gonna be cursed, yo. You see me? All because what? They never teach them children the standards of the Father. You see, in 4 and 9.
You just say something now,
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 9. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently.
Right? So take heed to yourself and keep thy soul diligently. But meaning that what you have to do is that you're supposed to be rooted and grounded in the words of the Heavenly Father. You see? So watch yourself. The word heed comes from the Hebrew shamar, which means for watch. You see? Watch yourself, man. You see? Go on, bro.
It says, lest thou forget things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons, especially
Proverbs, yeah.
Especially the day that thou stoodest before the Lord thy power in Herod. When the Lord said unto me,
just go and to them watch a video with the elder apostle I am love. And I see him thing I'm going, and the reason why we are go over this over and over, that's why scripture says tell it unto your son. We are practice this, we are rehearse this, man. We are repeat this over and over like we're on broken record, man. You see me? So we can't forget this. You see me? Just making that point, can continue.
See me get Deuteronomy 6 and 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 7, it says, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
Teach them diligently. See, when you go into the word diligent, it means to be hard working. See, because scripture tells you, the name of the Heavenly Father shall be a memorial unto all generations. See, once the name of the Heavenly Father is a memorial unto all generations, that means that His word is a memorial unto all generations. Because scripture tells you what? His word is above what? His name. See, so you're supposed to also keep the word, yo. See, so teach them to your children diligently. Go on, bro.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children,
right?
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
Exactly. You see, because guess what? Them here are supposed to be a standards of living. You have certain things where the people in a society nowadays call a way of life. If you're a vegetarian, them don't say, yo, you're a vegetarian or a vegan. You see, them say, yo, this is a way of life. It's like meat don't exist to them. You see? If them is a footballer, they have the way of life of a footballer. If it's a gymnast, they have the way of life of a gymnast. You see? The word's supposed to be a way of life. You see? It's supposed to be a standards of life. You see me Proverbs chapter 1.
Proverbs chapter 3 verse 1. My son, forget not my law,
right?
But let thine heart keep my commandments, for length of days and long life,
exactly,
and peace.
So you forget nothing laws, but let your heart, your mind, keep His commandments for length of years. You see? So you're going to live long. You see? You're going to have long continuance. You see? What?
And peace shall they add to thee.
And peace shall they add to thee. When you jump to Proverbs 1 and read from 1, it will tell you certain other things, certain other benefits that come with the laws of the Heavenly Father. Go on, bro.
Right. Proverbs 1 verse 1.
Right?
The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to whom wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding,
right?
To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
Exactly, those are some of the benefits of keeping the law. See, those are some of the benefits of when you raise up your child in this lifestyle. See, in the lifestyle of the word of the truth. You see, that's why when you have a child and you realize the child has strayed from the standards, you're supposed to do a particular thing to one thing. You see, you have a correction measure to keep them on the straight and narrow. You see, go on, bro.
Proverbs 22 and verse 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
So foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. Once a child born, he's born foolish. You see, he don't know nothing. You see, he don't have no standards. He don't have no moral compass, so to speak. You as the parent have to instruct that child and the way it's supposed to do. You as a parent supposed to always have in your mind say, yo, this child don't know this. You always have to re-educate them. You see, you have to make them adjust to the word day in and day out. You see? What? That's why when you read Proverbs 3 and 1, a while ago I tell them, say, yo, when you teach them things to your children, that cause them to have long life. See, long continuance. One, bro?
But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Just to show you, say, yo, this society is polluting. When this society say, yo, society say you can't beat a child. You see, yes, we know say some parents are unjust and them beat them child above the measure. You see? But you're supposed to have a certain measure where you're supposed to correct your child, man. You see? No, the scripture tell you, a certain extent where you can go is if the child not take a correction. Because if the child not take a certain correction, the extent where you have to go with is to put that child to death. And so shall they put evil away from amongst you.
Yep.
Understand? You find it, brother? Would I love them to precept the come out, brother?
You have it? You have it?
Yeah. See, would I love them to precept the come out? Because these people in this society, the laws and standards of this society is telling the book of Hebrews, Habakkuk slack here, 1 and 4. Tell say your laws and slack. And tell say wrong judgment proceeding. You understand? That's understand. Yo, this society tells you can't whip a child. See, that society tells you, yo, if you whip your child, you can't get a child taken away from you. You can't get yourself in a problems with the laws.
Like the lady where did actually discipline our daughter with the machete. She get drawn to prison or to lock up at one point. Me no know what become of the story. You know, me no know what become of her if them did actually lock her down for a long while, or them did let her go within days. But she disciplined her child with a machete, and the whole society come down upon her.
So that prime example, and to the extent that the society is locked, see, and judgment turn away backward. See, judgment of the society backward. You have a child, you're supposed to have a firm grasp over your child. Because if you don't have a firm grasp over your child, what will happen? Your child will come.
And we get a precept from
This is
it might just go to the point. Holy Bible still. Ecclesiastes 30, verse 7. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry. An horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. Conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. Laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him, lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies.
You know what I say, going through this evil and pagan season? Some bugger look a picnic up and down in the streets with no freaking guidance, man. See, last year we were over Portland, and some things I see over there, we are going them look a picnic, man. I see you have this little girl basically walking one down the Dean Street, and this girl never passed 10. Well, she looked like she not passed 10. You can see it was a young girl, man. I see she, without everything out the door, man. So the scripture say, oh, give him not liberty, yo. You see me, did you finish it?
Deuteronomy chapter 21 and verse 18.
So these are the judgments. If you go through the certain process of correcting a child, you try to correct a child, you try to raise them according to a particular standard, and no matter what you do, you see, you could have said him going on corner for us 5 times for the day. You could have beat him 5 times per week. Not now work. This is the extreme where the scripture says you can go with that child. One brother.
If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father,
so if you're not going to obey your voice of your father, which the voice of your father supposed to in alignment with the voice of the Heavenly Father. You see, if you're not going to obey that, certain things are going to go on. You kind of dark. One.
Or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him.
So you beat him. You see him? You beat him left, you beat him right, you beat him go. Nothing not change. And all the political youths me see in this society, we stay just like wise men. You see, and the judgment for them is death. There's no if or but about it. You see, the only thing that can be done to them, the same as tell them for a rehabilitation center, that can't be rehabilitated, man. You see, the only thing left for that is death, man. You're stubborn and willful and rebellious, you all deserve death, yo. But
when you're not productive in society, that doesn't get you out because you're a nuisance.
Nuisance in society.
Yeah. See? You finish that piece that we will start over with a different term.
Will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him.
So grab up that little mother. You see, let's grab him, boy. Snatch him up.
So, son, please come with
You see?
me.
And all this more crying and beg, please. Oh, daddy, no, mommy. Alright, boy. I'll grab him by his foot. Have some mighty man lift him up and carry him. You see me? And guess what? Right.
And bring him out
Yeah.
unto the elders of the of his city,
Right.
and unto the gate of his place.
Right.
Yeah. And they shall say unto the elders
Yeah.
of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious.
Uh-huh.
He will not obey our voice.
Yeah.
He is a glutton and a drunkard.
Oh, God. Love me, yeah.
Like them nigga they with all
Yeah.
them disco party and floss and put frost.
Hey, the other day me I come from. The other day me I come off for work. Zine, and you see them people in front of the embassy. Them early morning here, brother. They smoke and drink. The taxi man say, yo, really? The day does break. I smoke and drink. What purpose have you? You see? That's all of the children them were the rebellious and never take the word of their parents, man.
And they have liberty in
Ah.
another kingdom and another time of them
God.
lose.
Huh?
Alright, so verse 21. And all
Come line up this phone.
And all the men of the city
Right.
shall stone him with stones.
So imagine if a 50 man in our city, a 50 big stone again. Well, I'm sure I say 50 big stone I need it, probably have 6 or...
Pause.
I know one man now.
You finish?
That's
Right, brother.
Alright, I said, all the men of the city shall stone him with stones,
Right.
that he die.
Right?
So shall thou put evil away
So shall thou put evil away from amongst you, men.
from among you,
Right?
and Israel shall hear and fear.